plastic thistle.
Yeah, that's it. What time do they go live with the broadcast?
We just start talking at 28 minutes past. Okay. But I might wait till 29 minutes past. I've done a sound check and it's fine. That's all right.
One of the things we did have last time I was here, it must have been the whole setup, because I think we had the screen and everything.
Yeah. That's something new. That's something that Seb brings along. I haven't got that. Just this little mixing there. So,
oh, is that yours?
No, this is FSA's. Actually, we need to be careful what we say because I'll just turn that.
Get your school holiday football fix these April school holidays. With tailored football development sessions for all. Filled with skills, games and fun from accredited coaches. With options of single days and multiple camp days. The Football South Australia April School Holiday Camps. Sign up now at footballsa.com.au.
It's never too late to improve your strength, balance, well-being and independence. Our Strength for Life program encourages all older South Australians to start moving and enjoy an active lifestyle, make friends, build strength and inevitably age well. Strength for Life sessions are offered in almost 100 locations across South Australia, with new sites opening all the time. Check out the COTA SA website to find your nearest location.
Strength for Life is an individualised program which is delivered in a group setting. We aim to keep older South Australians connected with their community, preventing social isolation and also keeping their bodies strong, flexible, managing falls and keeping them engaged. We're super excited to be partnering with Football SA at this state-of-the-art location. It's a beautiful venue. It will really benefit the local community through the Northfield and Jepps Cross surrounding areas to be able to access Strength for Life. And together we are working to improve everyone's futures.
Croatia Raiders time.
Right out, goes top corner and is in.
A captain's contribution for Luke Klimek.
Written in the stars for Nicholas Bucco.
Oh my God! That's another one for my Bridget.
It's Fabian Barbiero.
Your NPL champions, Adelaide United.
I hear you.
Look, I heard something then. Something.
No.
That needs to go in there. So I haven't used this one before, so. Top line is pad, HPF, 26 decibel, 80 hertz. Yeah. So they're just the ones and stuff like that. When something happened before, I heard the little tick in my. You guys are on, so. Are we? Yeah. Seb's in the wrong, but yeah, you are, because that's on. Yeah. hit each other.
No.
Through the heads there. Nah, I mean, you could try, but you just have to reset. So it's not much reset.
Can we do the cutting neutral, don't we?
If you take one mic off the room, you'll be able to hear each other talk about it. That'll be difficult. Jade wouldn't know. Fucking cool itself. Where's that gone? That's over there. Headphones. Oh, yeah, one minute.
I tried that one before.
Something just flashed. Just start talking. I'll try and talk to him. What do you want to do? You start talking if you want. Because you can still hear each other. You still have to try and see if you can hear each other. Because you're still going to hear each other. If you just talk, you're still going to hear each other. So you can effectively start talking about going into it.
Hello, good evening and welcome to the RA NPL match here down at O'Sullivan Beach in deepest, darkest southern Adelaide. I'm your host for the evening, David Grant, and I'm joined in the commentary box by Mr. Ben Dale. Ben, how are you?
Good, David, yourself, and I can hear myself there. You go. Wow.
We had a few technical issues at the
Yes,
start,
we did.
but we've got our technical director, Mr. Mark Talbot, on the
Executive
case for us.
producer, technical director. Yes, we can.
And
Hopefully everyone else can hear us.
he sorted us out. So we're about to kick off here. This is a bottom of the table clash, but it's a must win for both, I would say. South Adelaide playing in the dark strips. Will be attacking to the goal to our right, and Adelaide Olympic in the white strips will be attacking the goal to our left. It's 12th on the ladder versus 10th, and we kick off.
A must win for both.
Yeah, so 12th on the ladder for South. Olympic sit 10th. South have won one game, Olympic won two. They've drawn two each, and there's a pile of losses there. South have lost 6 and Olympic have lost 5. So this is a bottom of the table clash, and a must win for both sides. And we've already lost the ball, Ben.
We have. And a bit of a disrupted preparation for us, but I guess when we can talk about the games, the last time these two played each other here, it was a 3-3 draw. When they played each other here in 2022, it was also a 3-3 draw. So we did talk about expecting to see a few goals this evening.
Yeah, look, neither side are potentially have a great goal-scoring record, but But both have very leaky defences, so yeah, could end up 4-all.
It could. Of course, it's been a while since Olympic beat South. Where do we go back to, David? Back to April 2022, according to your records.
1st of April, yeah, peering over my shoulder there. 1st of April 2022, Olympic won that one 4-0. That was at Olympic.
Have to go back a few years, I'd imagine, that Olympic have actually won at this ground. I know for a fact that they definitely won back in 2019, having been on the receiving end of that result. 2020 saw Panthers in State League 1, promoted back to the NPL in 2021. So, but 2022, of course, as you said, Olympic 4-0 winners over South.
Yeah.
We're interested in recent form, aren't we, David?
We are.
And both teams conceding a lot of goals so far this season.
Yeah, absolutely. So South have conceded nearly 3 goals a game in the 9 rounds to this point, and Olympic have conceded 2.2 goals per game to this point. So both have really struggled to shore up the back line. But both sides struggling to score, so that's a hard one to pick.
It is. I mean, JJ Rideout with 5 goals so far in the season, and Kabidi from Olympic with 3. So no standout goal scorers really from either team.
There's a wee chance
here,
though. Quick movement there. It was Akiri Kobayashi who had the chance there for South. But Olympic now breaking the right hand side.
Joel, good covering back by Joel Will. It was a really fast transition, quick counter there.
Yeah.
David, we've got to be on our toes tonight, I think.
I know.
Plenty of action at both ends.
Liam overall for Olympic in the far side there, trying to find the space to cross the ball in. But it's gone out for a throw-in. And the captain, James Pawley, going over to take the throw-in now. Oh, corner.
Free kick. Wow. We can be excused, it's a fair distance away.
It is, and we're not young men. Cross comes in. And Alexander Rideout manages to get the touch on it to clear it away. So it goes out for a throw-in. Definitely a throw-in this time.
It is, it is. Good to see Robbie Parker leading the way.
Yep.
Organising things at the back as he does so well.
Yeah, so one change to the South Adelaide team from last week. Parker is in. And Caden Yates is missing, I understand. I've got inside knowledge.
Yes, you do.
I understand he's out injured.
Yes, unfortunately, not a good back for him at the moment.
Back injury.
Yeah, did everything he could to make himself available, but unfortunately didn't come up.
Yeah, well, that's a single change for South Adelaide from their last game a week ago, which was a 2-0 away loss at Metro Stars. Kabedi there for Olympic trying to make the space, but the ball breaks. South Adelaide now in possession. Trying to maintain possession. They'll want to hold on to it for a couple of minutes, try and keep the ball away from Olympic. Ooh. James Pawley with the attempted clearance, I think.
That would have hurt.
Yeah. So your referee tonight is Christian Vergio on the sidelines. Jaden Betterman and Liam Tuvey are the 2 lines people tonight. As Olympic look to break in the left hand side with James Pawley the captain. Cross comes in, but there are no takers. South Adelaide look to clear on the far side with Tyrese Conway. Olympic win possession back. And the ball's collected by
Alex
the keeper.
Rideout could be on here. Lewis Moss will always be looking for Alex, and Alex will be expecting that. Olympic just need to be aware that will be a danger tonight for them.
Yeah. Mason Cahill with the throw in for South. Takes it short. Donovan Pollock, but the pass is intercepted and Olympic break away with it.
Oh, that's offside, surely.
Yeah, Brian Habonamana there, the Olympic striker, caught offside. 2 changes to Adelaide Olympic from last week. Amadi Kamara is on the bench tonight, and Alessio Benevuto is also on the bench, and in comes Toy Tarkani and Liam Overall.
And Olympic haven't lost their last 3 games, I think, from memory. They've only won 2 of their last 5.
Yep.
But haven't lost their last 3. And one of the really important results there, beating Metro Stars a couple of weeks ago.
Yeah, a 4-3 result.
Yeah.
A surprise for everyone, I think,
Yeah.
probably including themselves.
Yeah. And one of the other things riding on tonight's result, of course, is completely out of character. Could well see Adelaide City on the bottom of the NPL ladder, and I can't ever recall that ever taking place in the time I've been around football.
No, Adelaide City's current position is something that has really surprised all of us. There's a few of us do a podcast together, and I think a lot of the football group are surprised at where they lie, but they just need to find a bit of form, and tonight's a crucial game for them as well. They're playing a concurrent match right out with the corner. Looked like it might have been a shot one to Mason Cahill, but they're opting to put it right in the box.
And I was just about to say then, David, I'm surprised any team defending an Alex Rideout corner does not have someone on that back post.
Yeah. So Olympic keeper Gianni Tramatine takes the ball, and overall on the far side is the intended recipient, but physical out there, and Adelaide, South Adelaide win it back. That's a short pass, but James Paula had to make sure for Olympic. Pressure from Habonamana to the keeper, but it's taken comfortably by Lewis Moss, who feeds it out to Mason Cahill. That was an ambitious pass, wasn't it? Maybe a bit wasteful.
See the idea, but just got to be a little bit more patient, just settle a little bit more. Just coming up the end of the first 10 minutes of the game. It's a reasonably fast-paced game so far. Just needed both teams. Reasonable effort.
Some strike. I'd argue that Lewis Moss maybe had it covered, but it certainly surprised them as it came in. Shot came in from James Paula, the Adelaide Olympic captain. Left foot.
Adelaide City and Metro Stars 1-1 already on the 13th minute.
Jeez, oh. Who scored first?
Adelaide City in the 2nd minute.
Oh.
Both teams going for it.
Absolutely, yeah. Well, I quite enjoy watching these teams that are sort of down at the bottom, because they're battling for survival, really, aren't they? And we're only in round 10. This is round 10 of 20 odd rounds, 22 rounds, but it's a stage of the season where results have to start going their way for these sides at the bottom if they're to try and get themselves out of bother. This is a crucial match tonight.
It is.
And then I think next week Adelaide City play Olympic.
All right, yeah.
Yeah, so Adelaide City win tonight and next week, then that'll go a long way to easing their woes.
I mean, I don't have the information in front of me, but just based on that, it would appear that Adelaide City follows Panthers then, if that's the case, given that they played Metro this week and Panthers played them last week and so on. But it's hard. I mean, this time of the season, you're almost at the halfway mark. You're really hoping your team's going to gel, not just get the performances, but they've got to turn them into results leading into that second half of the season.
Christian Verdicchio, the referee, advising Mason Cahill that he gave him a couple of yards, but he wasn't entitled to any more. So a few steps back, and Olympic concede another throw, which Mason Cahill will take again.
I've watched Olympic a few times, but I don't know a lot about some of their individual players. But they do seem, considering they've conceding close to 2.5 goals a game, they seem quite organised and quite well structured at the back there. So I guess time will tell throughout the game as to how that plays out.
Yeah. Look, it's early stages, but I sort of feel South Adelaide have been marginally on top. We're only 10-15 minutes in. For me, I feel South Adelaide have been marginally on top.
A little bit more effective with their possession, and Olympic so far going a little bit more direct, soaking up the pressure.
Early days though, isn't it?
It sure is.
We've got a whole 80 minutes to go.
Yeah, I was going to say, it takes a while to settle in sometimes. Obviously, you want that to happen sooner rather than later, but so many variables, so many contributing factors as to how you settle into the game. The conditions, the opposition.
Yeah. There's a bit of a breeze, a little bit of a breeze has just kicked up over the last 5 minutes or so as well. I don't know, probably not enough to make a difference, but it's just noticeable, a bit chilly.
It'll get a little bit of moisture in the pitch as well at this time of the night. I mean, I can say that from experience. I train on this pitch twice a week, and around about this time it starts to get a little bit dewy underfoot. So hopefully it doesn't affect the teams too much in a negative way.
Hesitancy there, and it's a loud ride out in. He makes his way to the byline to get his cross in, hits it to another ride out, but it's cleared. For me, a little bit of hesitancy in Olympic, not the first time either. Marco was the player there who just was a bit unsure. Seems very right-footed as well. Looked easier to use his left on a couple of occasions. Yeah, synthetic pitches are a wee bit after my time, should I say.
You did play at Adelaide Hills though, so you did play on some slippery pitches over the years, no doubt.
But I mean, what does the weather do if it dropped ball through here?
Oh, gee.
Oh, and a 1-2, and it's a goal. It's a goal for Kibede. Adelaide Olympic go 1-0 up. A wee break there on the left-hand side, and the ball was played through. And Kibede's tucked it away. No offside. 1-0 Olympic. A little bit against the run of play.
Yeah, definitely. But you could see that's the way that they were going. They looked a little bit sort of like there wasn't a plan A going forward, and it was going to rely on getting in some speed in behind that back four. And that's a bit of a risk, I guess, for Panthers as well. With they may have to sort of drop that line off a little bit with the speed that Olympic have got up front. If they can't block that pass from coming through, they're going to have to drop that line off a little bit.
Yeah. Abonamana has been a bit of a threat for Olympic, but I sort of felt that South Adelaide had been dealing with him quite well.
Yeah.
But they just let Binyam Kibede free there and unmarked, and he had the simplest of jobs, just to tuck it away. It'll be interesting to see how South Adelaide now react to that.
Yeah.
Currently looks like they just want to hold on to the ball, get a feel for it.
Yeah, well, Dan
Evans,
for a bit. He has come quite deep to get that. I'd probably rather him get a little bit higher up the pitch.
Marco again using that right foot.
Yeah.
Mind you, I think if I had ride out breathing down my neck,
you'd use any foot you could, really. But
yeah, just get rid of it.
They do seem to. I guess one of the positives for Olympic defensively is they certainly look like they've got JJ matched for speed, which will be really important for them.
That was a fantastic.
Tyrese Conway.
Yeah,
good effort.
Donovan Pollock with the cross there. He made the space beautifully, and I don't know how he managed to get his body around that.
Yeah,
crossed it into the middle for the shot. Just wide of the target. Could have been 1-1. Tremonton with the goal kick now for Olympic. Gets decent distance.
I was going to say the same thing.
Yeah, doesn't make his target. I think he's kicking into the wind there too.
You know you've got a keeper like that with that sort of penetration on their kick. You sit that little bit higher and can probably gamble a little bit and anticipate if you can win that first header.
Yep. Toriani with the ball, looks for overall on the far side. Some pass that in.
Yeah, decent switch. Nice touch too. Jai Conroy's done well. Deal with the danger.
Yeah, did enough. Olympic with a throw in, taken by overall. Cross is whipped in. The target being Habonamana, but it's just beyond him. South Adelaide still in possession. Ball played wide out to the wide right. Pops up into there. Alex Rideout was the one that had the cross in eventually, and both Pollock and the other Rideout were in the middle there waiting for the drops, but Tremonton held on firm. Again, for me, South Adelaide marginally the better.
Certainly using the ball that little bit better, aren't they?
Yeah, they are.
I think
better in possession as well for me.
Just got to think they're probably not going to get a lot of joy in behind that back four, so maybe having to look at a little bit of a different tactic, although that's a great ball there, Jai. That's the idea. If they can get that right.
Lewis Moss now rolls the ball out as South Adelaide look to build from the back.
What happened there?
Someone put the lights on.
Very odd. They must have been on training mode. I noticed the lights out the back went off just before for the training. The juniors have just finished up. Well, one's still going.
I actually hadn't noticed that it was particularly dull until these ones went on.
Yeah, the training lights aren't that bad. Oh, no, Jai. Out of character there, giving the ball away right on the halfway line.
The goal scorer, Kibedi's the one that picks it up too. Olympic looking to build on the far right hand side. It's overall who'll cross the ball in, but it's too close to the keeper. And Lewis Moss, the goalkeeper's collected it and dispensed it. Alexander Rideout's the man with the ball now.
Well done.
Jonathan Rideout. Physical and fast, isn't he?
Yeah, he sure is.
Oh, a little slip there by Habonamana as he came forward. He looks a threat when he comes forward, but not on that occasion. It's end-to-end stuff now. South Adelaide look to try and build something up, but Olympic win possession back again. Marco and Toriani playing 1-2s, but they're forced back to the goalkeeper, Tremonton. No pressure on him, he's got plenty of time. Olympic just go through a little period of possession, but I feel it's more because South Adelaide are giving the ball away than...
Yeah, a little bit, and they just dropped off a little bit, not sort of pressing as aggressively as what they were earlier.
Yeah.
That's sort of... The intensity's dropped off a little bit from both teams, but I just found it surprising Tremonton there. He had all the time in the world, and then almost... I just feel like if you're not going to give the ball to your teammates' feet, if you're going to play it long, it's got to have some penetration on it like it did earlier, and to just lob it up on the halfway line like that, you're giving away cheap possession. Just got to be a little bit more accountable there.
South Adelaide Panthers free kick in the far side. All the players on the edge of the box waiting for this one to come in. It comes in at head height, glanced on. The ball bobbles around in that penalty box, but eventually is cleared. We're only back to South Adelaide, who look to build again. Cross comes in. Daniel Evans is the player who's put himself around a bit there, eh?
Panthers born and bred, so he knows the importance of the game. No doubt about that. Probably need a little bit more of that in some other areas of the pitch, just to sort of show them that you don't often get a lot when you come down here.
Yeah.
To make it difficult for the opposition teams.
Rasto Luch on the far side plays it in towards Adelaide. Olympic look to hold on to possession, but they're forced back again as South Adelaide press up high. And Tremonton clears. Another wayward pass there. South Adelaide come away with it. Alexander Rideout finds Mason Cahill. James Polly robs him, and Olympic emerge with it. Oof, that's a risky ball, yeah. They build well, don't they, South Adelaide? They get the ball back there and they look to build.
Yeah.
They'll do it again here. Acres of space at the back. Olympic hanging back. They're not pressing up at all, so they're giving South Adelaide time to build.
Almost happy for them to have the ball there.
Yeah. No pressure at all. It's a front three, but they're hanging right back.
Yeah.
Here's young Cahill with the ball. Finds Rideout on the far side. He'll make his way to the byline. The ball goes out for a corner. It's blocked by the captain, Olympics captain James Polly. So at the corner, you'd have someone in the back post here, Ben.
Well, I think if you're not going to, you're playing with fire, to be honest. Understand they're looking like they're set up zonal, but for me, that back post in particular needs to be protected.
Cross comes in, but it's cleared by Adesida.
A little bit off balance there when
he was, yeah, didn't go into it at all. Fast feet there, it had to be though, didn't it? Mason Cahill with the ball again, and Rideout's in the middle, takes it with his left, but Marco's got it now for Olympic.
Shut
He's
down the
only got
danger
a right
very
foot
quick,
though, hasn't he? Oh, a little bit of niggle.
Yeah,
maybe a little elbow in the back, and Christian Verdicchio will make his way over to have a word. Happened right in front of the linesman, but he doesn't seem to have an opinion yet.
Just not really necessary. Nothing too much in it though. I'd be surprised if anything comes from it.
So Ben, I believe congratulations are in order. You're coaching your 300th senior FSA game tomorrow.
Yes, I am, yes.
Who have you got tomorrow?
I've got the Cove tomorrow.
Is that a bit of a derby for
yeah,
you down here?
It's a bit of a derby, yeah.
Is that at this ground?
It is, yes it is.
You won last week?
We did. You're asking the tough questions now. I had to think about that.
I'm asking you to remember what you did 7 days ago.
Yeah. Yeah, looking forward to it.
So an extended break here for Marco, who's down with a little, I think maybe a back injury, having received a little nudge from Jonathan Rideout, wasn't it?
Yes, it was, yeah. And even though we're only halfway through the first half, the live ladder at the moment, obviously Olympic with a little bit of breathing space now on that bottom two.
Yeah, so currently
still a long way to go.
Adelaide City still 1-1.
Yes.
And Olympic here 1-0 up. So yeah, it would give them a couple of points gap, wouldn't it, from the bottom two?
Yeah.
Parker dealt with that well, didn't he?
He did very well.
Ball was bouncing awkwardly, but he managed to get it under control and retain possession. Although they've lost it now, it's an Olympic throw-in, which James Pawley will shape up to take. Good use of the body by Pollock. But Olympic come away with it. Toriani.
A few words being spoken out there.
Yeah, a little bit. Just trying to hear what was said.
Yeah.
Some of the Olympic players a little bit unhappy with the physical attention afforded them, I think, by some of the South Adelaide players, but
I didn't see too much in it, to be honest.
I don't think there was much in it
No.
either, but, you know, I guess we're looking at a side in South Adelaide who are, you know, they're going to be a physical side. The bottom of the table you're scrapping, then you can't come down here and expect it not to be like that, I don't think.
I think you'd be disappointed as a coach if your team weren't prepared to dig deep and roll up the sleeves and play within the rules, obviously, but
yeah,
make sure you earn every touch.
I expected it to be a bit scrappier as well, and it hasn't been.
No, well,
it's been a little bit loose, but it hasn't been scrappy.
Yeah, I mean, again, we've alluded to the fact that both teams have conceded a reasonable amount of goals during the season so far, but both teams in possession play some reasonable football.
Yeah.
Not that far away from the rest of the league, really.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't see a massive gap. Yes, there's consistency that comes into it, but as far as the overall performances, that even last week against Metro Panthers, you know, weren't that bad.
Yeah.
Hold their own.
It's a tight league as well. String a few wins together and you can get yourself out of relegation and almost up near that top six. Kobayashi with the ball now. Tries to chip it over the top. Hits right out.
Well, they've done well there.
Yeah, Marco's got the better of him again. And Marco's used his left foot.
Wow. Didn't look great off the boot, but hey, if in doubt, clear the danger, so they say.
Be interesting to see as the game progresses what Fangeli, the Olympic coach, does with Marco, whether he keeps him there on ride out or if he moves him.
Seen him score from there plenty of times.
Jai Conroy with a shot there just wide. He's got a pretty strong looking left boot on him.
He sure does, yes. Just talking about Marco, for me, if I was the coach, if he can keep JJ quiet, he stays on until the end of the game unless anything else happens in between now and then.
Yeah, good point. And I think he's done a fairly good job on ride out up to this point, don't you think?
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah.
You know, I think for me, regardless of left foot, right foot, when you're in possession, his role predominantly is to defend to start with, and he's doing that at the moment.
This will test him. He's got that one under control, tries to make it back to Polly. Polly clears, but only as far as right out, who'll have, looked like he was going to have a shot.
I thought the same thing. Look, he was lining it up.
Pollock out to Cahill, crosses with his left.
That's good ball.
It's head height.
Ooh.
And now Olympic come away with it. It's end-to-end stuff, isn't it? Parker plays it back to Moss in the goal. Panthers look to pass out from the back now. Build again. Trolwell with the ball now. Goes left. Receives it back. Cahill giving a little nudge. It is physical out there. Toriani plays it back to Varco.
Hopefully JJ's all right. It's just sort of he's struggling a little bit out there. They'll need him out there. But they need him out there 100%.
Kibede, the goal scorer, tries his luck. But his shot is wayward, really.
For those interested in the A-League, Sydney FC and Central Coast 1-1 at half-time. I did see something today. If Central Coast win that, they get to host the home grand final.
All right. Yeah, that might be the truth.
They just won the AFC Cup during the week too, by the way.
Oh yes, that's true.
Which I think that's the first Australian team to win the AFC Cup, not the Asian Champions League as such. So
against the Lebanese side, wasn't it?
I'm not sure.
I think it was. This is magic. This is an educational night out for both of us.
For both of us.
I'm learning from you.
I was going to say we've got both parts covered. You got one part, I got one part. And together,
we might go on a second date if this works out well enough.
Well, we'll see what happens after. I'm cheap, but I'm not that cheap. You got to buy me a drink first.
South Adelaide did well on that far side there,
Yeah.
just to retain possession and rebuild there. They come up on the right-hand side now. Balls with Cahill again. Kobayashi's making himself available too, but they're doing well. They're crossing it back over to the far side now, and Olympic are having to readjust every time this happens. You can see them, the Olympic players probably off camera, but you can see them readjusting as the ball is switched over to the other side.
I think that's a good thing, just being patient in possession, just trying to stretch the defence a little bit. Don't force it when the time's right. Tyrese making his way a little bit more narrow through the central area. And Jai pushing a bit higher. I do feel they probably can get some joy in that space.
Yeah.
Yeah, not will be too predictable.
Here's Pollock with the ball now, but he's surrounded by white shirts. That's a nice strike.
Good off the boot.
By Alexander Rideout, yeah.
Just lifted a little bit.
It was a good way out too.
Yeah. Probably wasn't a bad idea, to be honest, because you've got to mix it up a little bit. Again, if you're not getting that joy in behind the back four, can we look to try and create something a little bit further out and have a ping? If you've got the players that can execute, why not?
Well, I actually believe there that the reason he was crowded out initially in the initial attack is because Olympic were anticipating another foray down the flank, and it didn't come.
Yeah, or across.
Yeah,
100%.
So mix it up. Ambitious to hit it from there. He's a good long way out, but why not mix it up? Both keepers they've had a fair bit to do at both ends.
Yeah, I call Lil Mossy having to pull off any real saves as yet, but his contribution in so many other ways. I mean, his footwork's outstanding, and if he can hit his long-range targets, that's where there'll be some danger as well. Oh, there's that slipperiness.
Adesina with the ball now, plays it back to his goalkeeper. Olympic look to try and pass out from the back, but look at South Adelaide's pressure up. Yeah, Tyrese Conway was onto that quick. South Adelaide look to try and press up high. But it's an Olympic throw-in on the far side. In front of their fans. Fair group gathered over there.
Yeah.
That must be the
I was
side.
just looking around to look at the numbers tonight, and it's hard. Friday night football, great. Sometimes starting to get a little bit colder. So maybe that's a bit of a turn-off sometimes for people. And
Cahill finds Evans, and Evans plays it back to Wall. But Wall has absolutely given that one away. Abonamana looks to punish, but Wall atones for his mistake. And it's gone out in the far side for a throw-in for South Adelaide. Olympic looking to build again overall, but they play back, look to rebuild. Marco with the ball now, opts to play back to his goalkeeper. South Adelaide immediately press up. The back line came right up to the halfway line.
Yeah, the back line definitely did, didn't they? But it's a sort of... Oop. It was inevitable that was going to get called up at some point there.
Yeah. Yeah, that was Sakani, the incoming Olympic player. He was a substitute last week, but obviously did enough to impress for a starting berth this week. Wins the free kick. James Pawley, the Olympic captain, looks like he'll be shaping up to take this. Some interesting matchups there, isn't there? There's some pretty big units in there for the aerial ball, isn't there? Adesina would be the obvious target, and Wall's tasked with following him around. Paulie's free kick will be with his left, it'll swing in, but it's too low. Luiz tries to control it for Olympic, but loses possession. Here comes Rideout now. Luiz atones for his mistake.
Yeah, and he had to really, didn't he?
Yeah, he did. He'll make his way back over to the right back position. Cahill and Pollock playing 1-2s here. Not good enough.
No.
And RB Mollis emerges with possession for Olympic. The ball ends up back to the keeper, who clears it to Wall. Kobayashi with a touch for South Adelaide, but Olympic again possession, just swinging back and forth, back and forth.
Yeah,
a little bit scrappy. Nice chip over the top by Molas. Bonamana will chase.
Oh, a little bit clumsy.
There was
because you'd be disappointed giving away a free kick in that position. You'd be trying to maybe force the corner instead.
Yeah,
without giving away a free kick, but free kick it is. Lewis Moss.
So we're probably only 5 minutes or so from half time already, Ben.
Yeah. Started off at a frantic pace.
It did, aye.
But that first 10 minutes, but the rest has gone quite quick.
Time flies when you're having fun, and when you're in good company.
That's it, exactly. You just want to get a second date, don't you?
James Pawley with a throw for Olympic. RB Mollis looks for it, but it goes a little bit further. And Robert Parker, who I think has had a very good first half. Well, I thought he was going to take it, but he's made a liar of me. Cahill will take this. But Parker's had a good first half, I think.
Yeah, it's been solid.
Any other standouts for you, Dale? Ben? Mr. Dale.
That's happened plenty of times, don't worry. Yeah.
So I've been called Grant.
I was going to, when you've got two first names, that can happen. But look, not massive standouts to me. been a fairly even contest throughout. I do feel that probably haven't played enough down the left-hand side, Panthers, today, because there's a definite strength there.
Yeah.
I mean, there's strengths on both sides, don't get me wrong, but haven't really tested that other side.
Yeah, I reckon you're right. I think most of it has come down this right-hand side.
Yeah.
They have been over on that left on a number of occasions, as they are now. But yeah, they seem to have played further down to the right. We don't have the luxury of a heat map, though, do we? That's what we need. We need one of them heat maps.
Budget doesn't extend that far.
No.
I mean, both coaches may look to go to the bench in the second half to look to unlock something within the opposition. Oh, there's JJ having a bit of a tussle there again.
Yeah, he is.
He does get a lot of attention every week, doesn't he?
He does. Well, that's with Toriani again, who had words with him earlier.
He did.
So just a little bit of friction between the two in their relationship at this moment in time.
Yeah, maybe no second date for them.
No.
Till the second half of the season.
So yeah, I mean, as a coach at half time, I don't anticipate any changes at half time, unless you think South Adelaide would feel that they need to make a change early on, or earlier than the sort of 60-minute mark. I'd say they're probably I'm not anticipating any changes at half time.
I think from an Olympic perspective, you don't really need to make changes right now. You know, you're 1-0 up away from home in a 6-pointer, an important game.
Yep.
They look pretty settled in a lot of ways, unless they wanted to put some fresh legs on up front to sort of try to have a bit more of a threat. But other than that, just looking for that little bit of stability and consistency throughout the team. When you're chasing the game, of course, your whole perspective changes.
Absolutely, yeah. So I think we're agreed. We're not anticipating any changes at half time, but commentators curse, they'll probably make a liar of us, wouldn't they?
Yeah. Ooh.
Yeah, that was Kibede, the goal scorer, who was almost in with a little chance after a nice little flick on by Habonamana, his strike partner. Again, South Adelaide quick to close down though, and they win the throw. Cahill will take the throw now on the right hand side here. Kobayashi. The ball's going out. As adjudicated by linesman Liam Tuve on this near side. James Polley with the throw in. Finds Arby Mollis. No, my apologies. It's Turkani who's come over to this side. Here's Marco with the ball. Lets it run out. And it's Olympic throw in. But South Adelaide keen to press up and put pressure on the thrower.
Oh, jeez.
Here's Mollis with the ball, but Kobayashi robs him of it. Just a wee bit scrappy again in that final third, and it breaks down. The ball changes hands or feet multiple times in seconds, but South Adelaide have emerged with it. Kobayashi finds Wall at the back there for South Adelaide. They look to build up on the left-hand side. Oh. That would hurt.
Giving away a couple of clumsy free kicks now. I admire his enthusiasm to try and win the ball back, but really got to be a little bit smarter there.
Yeah. Big unit too.
Yeah.
Brian Habonamana. Wouldn't like him landed on me.
No. There's a reason why we're sitting up here. Oh, well done, Tyrese. Nice turn.
Lovely turn, yeah. Tough decision that.
Yeah.
I don't think it hit the lower part of his arm. I think the rule now is it has to be below the sleeve, but I'm not a referee, so what do I know?
No, it's a bit frustrating sometimes when you see some of the decisions. Not so much with that one, but in general, just to get that little bit more consistency behind the decision. You know, the other day someone was saying, if your arms are against your body, or if you lift your arm up, and so on and so on. You could talk about it all night.
Yeah. I think IFAB change the rules every year.
Yeah.
Just for something to do.
Hard part is, as a player or as a coach, is you've just got to, rightly or wrongly, you just have to accept it, don't you?
Yeah,
you know, whatever the decision is, just easy to say from up here again, but...
And these guys are playing at a professional level and they generally just get on with it anyway. Here's Alex Rideout on his left foot, tries a shot, but he goes just wide. When I say just wide, it was a good 10 metres wide.
Yeah.
Half time, 1-0 Olympic through a goal in the 15th minute from Binyam Kebede. Your thoughts at half time, Ben?
Yeah, I mean, look, neither team really stood out, but Olympic with the vital difference at the moment being that goal, and that's the key difference at the moment, as far as obvious as it sounds. But you know, to me, it's either team's game there. In the second half will be really interesting to see how both teams come out and respond and see what they need to do to get the result.
Absolutely, looking forward to the second half. We'll head off for a wee cup of tea and a scone and a
Sounds
wee lie
great.
down on the couch in the club rooms, and we'll see you in about 15 minutes.
Sounds good.
All right, cheers.
Get your school holiday football fix these April school holidays. With tailored football development sessions for all. Filled with skills, games and fun from accredited coaches. With options of single days and multiple camp days. The Football South Australia April School Holiday Camps. Sign up now at footballsa.com.au.
It's never too late to improve your strength, balance, well-being and independence. Our Strength for Life program encourages all older South Australians to start moving and enjoy an active lifestyle, make friends, build strength and inevitably age well. Strength for Life sessions are offered in almost 100 locations across South Australia, with new sites opening all the time. Check out the COTA SA website to find your nearest location.
Strength for Life is an individualised program which is delivered in a group setting. We aim to keep older South Australians connected with their community, preventing social isolation and also keeping their bodies strong, flexible, managing falls and keeping them engaged. We're super excited to be partnering with Football SA at this state-of-the-art location. It's a beautiful venue. It will really benefit the local community through the Northfield and Jeps Cross surrounding areas to be able to access Strength for Life. And together we are working to improve everyone's futures.
And it's Adelaide, Croatia Raiders time.
Right out.
Goes top corner, Anderson in. A captain's contribution for Luke Klimek.
Written in the stars for Nicholas Foucault.
Oh my God! That's another one for Montbury Tech. It's Fabian Barbiero. Your NPL champions, Adelaide United.
our two sides. The bar has been set. It's a great run from Kyra Cooney-Cross.
Turn under pressure.
Here come the Socceroos again. Good one on the right foot, and the Socceroos have the breakthrough. What a goal! The Matildas are running amok. Opens up for the shot.
Sinclair at the double. There's the gunboat. Australia head over heels about this superstar.
In their first goal there, but now we look here to kickoff between Flinders and Adelaide Comets. McDonald Hall. Ball comes in. Sugihara gets the touch. Captured there by Molino. Comets getting another opportunity. Chances as of yet, but Flinders doing well to hold their own. The effort from range. Oh, wow. An unbelievable finish.
What a goal.
Comets will be facing Western Strikers of the WSL. We'll just hold off on that now while Adelaide Comets look to get forward. Sugihara. Opportunity arises for Flinders, easily caught by Chekowitz. Having the effort from range. Inter not having a great start to the season. Flinders looking like a completely different side from last year. Comets with the opportunity. Cleared away, falls to Nicola. We've got a few players. The ball just needing to be dealt with here.
Yeah, happy for Liv. She's one of the most hard-working people I know, and just let that play out. Yeah, she's one of the most hard.
Nicola. Ball through. Hazelwood. Great save just to keep it out by Molino. Concedes the corner, however. Through ball for Nicola. Has it wide again through Hazelwood. In plenty of space. Has the shot. Captured by Molino. Hankins looking for Hazelwood.
Jeez Louise.
Ball delivered in. Headed away to Beale. On the edge of the box. Has the shot.
Oh my gosh.
Bethany Beale with the equaliser. And you can't say they didn't deserve it. Unbelievable. Can't complain. Ball comes in. Headed away. Referee has the whistle to his mouth.
Wow.
And full time. Flinders with that late equaliser through Bethany Beale. Seals the point. And you'd have to say that'd be a point gained and 2 points lost for Adelaide Comets after holding out for so long.
Get your school holiday football fix these April school holidays. With tailored football development sessions for all. Filled with skills, games and fun from accredited coaches. With options of single days and multiple camp days. The Football South Australia April School Holiday Camps. Sign up now at footballsa.com.au.
And the future is orange for Stratline. Flinders are in the lead. Rachel Quigley. Oh, that's absolutely brilliant.
LA Comets to 2023 premiers.
Saved by Conley. They had to go the distance and then some.
Italian derby tonight. I think that's why they've got us on here, haven't they?
Yeah, I reckon they've looked at our backgrounds and thought, let's get these boys on. But we'll go through the starting lineups of both sides, starting with the home side, Adelaide City. Number 4, Arok. Yeah, it's one of his first chances here for Adelaide City. Paddy Carachia. He's come on in the first 5 games so far this season. So it'll be interesting to see what he can do from the start here. And I'm sure he's played there. And then obviously you've got on the Campbelltown side, Josh Murray coming against his former team in Adelaide City. And you've got Alexander Woodlands, Joel Allwright as well. James Buff obviously misses out tonight, but he was a former City player as well. As we see them kick off. Nips past the rock, whips one in. Marino. Matsumoto just past the post there. First chance to Campbelltown kind of Hills, so maybe that's the avenue for them so far in this game. It's Bressan now. Near post this time. No header. Cleared off the line. It's Carachia who gets the goal and opens the scoring here for Adelaide City. Scoring his first for the club, Connie. Maury, though, he's away here with Stokes. Goes first time, Maury. Just past the post. Didn't probably connect on it as he would like, but counter-attack here from Adelaide City. Marino, no foul, says the referee. Mark Marino's in behind. Chips him. Just past the post. What a chance for Campbelltown. Good triangle play though. Matsumoto. Maury again picks it up. Maury, is he tripped? Referee says yes, and it's a penalty for Campbelltown.
Fairly easy decision for referee Daniel Faulkner to make.
It's Alex Mullen now looking to extend his lead as the top scorer in this fixture. Alex Mullen, the captain. Top corner, equalised for Campbelltown City. 1-1 here.
An absolute rocket into the roof of the net.
Couldn't find anyone. Jake Halliday now, does he wind up and shoot? He does, Jake Halliday! What a save from Oshenham. I could see him winding that one up from a mile away. But 4 of those goals were for Adelaide City against Campbelltown. It's a goal from Josh Murray. City's boy is Campbelltown's man. And he gets the early goal for Campbelltown to put him 2-1 ahead. What a volley into the top corner from him. Murray slipped in behind again this time. He's going to look to square it. He does square it to Marino! And he's scored his 5th goal against Adelaide City, Mark Marino. And they take an unassailable 3-1 lead, Connie. Centofanti in the wrong area, unfortunately. Adam Piscineri lines up. Oh. Off the crossbar from Adam Piscineri. Fantastic strike from him, but he couldn't get it to dip all the way down. And good tackle, though, on Matsumoto. Deliver with his left foot, he does. Not a dangerous enough area though, and it's straight into the hands of Woodlands. Good fight though from Bucco there. That's secured 3 points for them. It's also a red card in that West Times Bacala vs Cumberland game. And there's full time here at Adelaide City Park. And the away side has come away in the derby with a 3-1 win, and some excellent goals here from Campbelltown City.
Hello, welcome back. Welcome back here to O'Sullivan's Beach for this RAA NPL clash between South Adelaide and Adelaide Olympic. I'm your host, David Grant, joined in the executive commentary box by Ben Dale. Ben, how are you? Did you enjoy your half-time break?
Very cold half-time break. Hopefully the second half warms us up a little bit.
I'm not sure that's going to happen, mate, because I think that temperature's only going one way.
Yeah, that's true. Very true.
So Olympic will start the game off here. Christian Verdicchio, the referee, blows his whistle and we are off.
All to play for.
Yep.
No changes at half-time for either team by the looks of it?
Just having a look, trying to see if there has been any changes. There's none that strike me immediately, but no, they both look like it looks like the same lineup for both sides. Wall for South Adelaide looks to bring the ball out from the back. Quick pass and movement there. Abonamana with the ball. Overall with the ball. Oh, another nudge into the fence there. Very physical game. First half is like that.
Yeah.
There's Marco with his favoured right foot and another little nudge from right out. Started at a very fast pace, hasn't it, Ben?
Yeah.
Maybe it's just to keep themselves warm.
Just could have combined that pace with a little bit of composure as well on the ball there. Nice to try and go forward fast, but just a little bit more patient.
South Adelaide throw in the far side, which Cahill will take.
Oh, gee. Okay.
Yeah.
Let it a bit go first couple of minutes.
Yeah.
Probably could have been free kicks for both teams, but
From South emerge with the ball now.
anyone interested in the A-League, Central Coast now 2-1 up against Sydney FC, and Sydney FC have had a player sent off. But of course, local football's where it's at.
Aye. If you had the choice between listening to us and watching that, what would you pick?
Is it a choice?
So goal kick for Olympic, which their keeper Tremonton will take.
And still 1-1 at the Adelaide City Metro Stars game. Started off like a house on fire, both goals being scored in the first 10 minutes, but no goals since. And of course that result having an impact on this bottom three in the ladder as well. So much riding on tonight's result for both teams. But as you said earlier in the call, David, with the whole second half of the season to go still, if you get on a run and get some decent results,
cross comes in
that's
from
a
the
great
left.
ball.
Yeah. Oh, and Rydick just missed. Some run down the left there by, I think it was Jai Conroy.
Jai Conroy, sure was.
Sorry, on you go. What
No,
you
all
say?
good. No, just saying, like, you know, second half of the season, you can put a couple of wins together, and obviously things change, and you could be knocking on the door for the finals. But at the moment, you just need to get those points in the bag.
Yeah. And this is a must-win for both these teams.
Yeah.
You know,
you don't want to be relying on other results come the end of the season. Just win your games.
Cross comes in, but it seems to be dealt with well by Olympic, or at least enough. This early pressure by South Adelaide is constant. Pollock with the ball now. Finds Kobayashi. It's about possession just now for South Adelaide, I think. Patience. And a few handbags at Dillon. Yeah, I would just back up what you were saying before and just say I don't think there are any changes at all out there. So we'll watch that. We've kicked off for sort of 5 minutes into this half, and we'll keep an eye out for changes as they come. But I would anticipate maybe nothing for the first sort of 15 minutes of this half for either coach.
Yeah, both teams just settle into the first 10 or 15 minutes and then
yeah,
see how it starts to play out. If any team's getting the upper hand or any type of stranglehold, and may see the opposition make some necessary tactical adjustments.
Yeah, well, of the two, it would be the pressure would be on Olympic to make that change as we wait for this corner to come in. It's a packed penalty box, but it's cleared by Edesida. And that's some cross that. That's landed in court 5.
Yeah. Probably be a bit disappointed with that delivery, Mason Cahill. He's every game I've seen him play, he's been a really solid contributor. Pretty consistent with his performances, certainly defensively. Everyone all congregated around the same area. It's quite,
actually, you can see the formation though. You've got Pollock sitting in the 6 by the looks of it, or Kobayashi maybe for South Adelaide in the back 4. That's how it looked there as they lined up to defend that ball coming in. I
mean, Kobayashi's probably more that seems to be...
Free kick went against overall. He's
probably could just let it go. I think there's no advantage to either team.
Yeah, could have let the play flow.
Yeah, Kobayashi in there, it does affect Dan Evans' game a little bit. He probably more traditionally would like to get on the ball a bit more in that space.
Yep. Kobayashi's sitting in the 6, right?
Yeah.
Yep.
At one stage, it looked like they were almost playing with 2 6s, but...
Well, I thought Pollock had dropped back a little bit, and that...
Yeah.
Hughes on the ball now. Pollock makes his way into the box. Nice little chip back up. Oh, Pollock had a chance, but opted to try with his left when his right seemed simpler.
Yeah. It just sort of got away a little bit from him. But yeah, no, Donny traditionally over the years used to be more of a 9, but sort of he loves that 10 role, loves getting on the ball that little bit more, and he certainly has nice close control. He's got great vision.
Yep.
Can play in and can also score when he needs to. The link-up play between the midfield and the attack's really critical if they're to get anything out of this game tonight.
I reckon that temperature's dropped another degree. And that wind has picked up.
My toes have been numb since about the 10-minute mark of the first half, so...
And the viewers at home won't be able to see, but you've come in football boots. That's next level. To be honest, you've come from training, but...
Yeah, but I did want to see if I could be a late-minute addition to either squad.
Might get a run out there.
Yeah. I don't think they're that desperate. For the two teams that have conceded quite a number of goals throughout the season, they've defended quite well, both teams tonight.
They have, although I suppose you could argue that they're defending against the poorest attacking.
Well, you're right, correct.
But I would agree with you, though. I think, that both sides have shown, and maybe this will do wonders going into next week, their games next week. The fact that if they can come away from here with only conceding no goals, or in South Adelaide's case, 1 goal at this point in time, then that's going to do their defences wonders in terms of their confidence going into next week.
Yeah. And there's no doubt that certainly would have been a focus area for both teams over the last couple of weeks.
Yeah.
But at this stage of the season, it's that balancing act, isn't it? You don't want to lose, but you need to win. You need the points.
Right. Yeah.
A draw tonight would be satisfactory, but not really advantageous for either team. They need the 3 points.
Yeah. I don't think either coach would be happy with a draw, though. Do you? I mean, I think both would come into this wanting a win, seeing this as an opportunity to get
I think right now, you're looking at it from through two different lenses. Panthers, at the moment, they're looking down the barrel of a loss. You'd probably be saying, okay, I'll take a draw now.
Yeah.
But I don't think anyone goes into the game wanting to draw.
No.
Certainly not in this game anyway, when it's a 6-pointer.
So it's an Olympic throw in the far right here. Liam Overall will take. He was a used substitute last week. He started this week. So he takes a throw into the box.
New to the club this year, Liam Overall. Adelaide victory last year? Oh!
Yes, I believe so. So I was distracted by the action here. Another corner. Sustained pressure here from Olympic.
Neither keeper have had to make any critical saves.
No.
They've done their jobs as they've needed to, but haven't been called upon that many times.
Kabedi, the goal scorer on the far side, twisting and turning. Tries to beat Pollock and get his cross in, but fails.
Yeah, he did quite well there at one stage there, but just that little bit too heavy with that final touch past Pollock.
So Lewis Moss with the goal kick here. He's a bit of a hipster with that hair and that beard.
Yeah. He's definitely a lot trendier than I am, that's for sure.
Another chance to play out for the back here for South Adelaide, but Olympic press and win possession. Oh, tried the fancy
wrong
thing,
decision
didn't he?
there.
Absolutely, yeah. That was
That was a
Sarkani.
dangerous space to win the ball back, and
That wasn't the right place to do the fancy stuff, was
No,
it? Or the
no.
moment. And the end result is a throw-in for Adelaide, South Adelaide Panthers up in the far left here. Poor throw straight to the opponent, wasn't it?
What's happened there?
Must have been something off the ball. Maybe.
Obviously some words being spoken.
Yeah. Obviously something we've missed up here, but Christian Verdicchio's
a free kick.
Seen fit to award a free kick. Maybe something off the ball. I'm actually a little uncertain as to who it was given to, but it may have been Sarkani, the Olympic number 10. I could be wrong though, it was also fast.
Yeah.
Such a blur.
And it was, a little bit confusing as to what took place.
Anyway, Alexander Rideout will take this free kick in the far left. Taken short and then flicked in. Jonathan Rideout, it's a goal by scramble. Rideout tries to get onto it, but doesn't succeed, and Olympic come away with it. Panthers again look to pop the ball back into the middle, but again it's won easily by Olympic, who are now in the break.
Looked like it was going a little bit more central when he first kicked it from my angle. I thought so, it could have been on there.
South Adelaide supporters a little bit unhappy with Marco's challenge there, and might be Mason Cahill on that far side. Hard to tell from here, but referees let it go. And Olympic now look to build. Luic with the ball. Plays it through the middle. It's Toriani on the far side now with the ball for Olympic. Looks to cross it. Plays it short. Kabedi. And it breaks down.
Looks like Alex Rideout and Torres Conway have swapped sides.
Donovan Pollock with the ball. There's a little bit of niggle off the ball from both sides, I've noticed. And that's a yellow for JJ Rideout.
There's something did happen in the lead up to that, but the way Christian responded, I thought, I feared the worst, to be honest, in that situation.
Anyway, the end result is a free kick, which Gianni Tramontin will take for Olympic. He launches it into the night sky.
I was going to say, he doesn't seem to have got as much penetration on his kicks as he did earlier in the game, but I can't really tell from here which way the wind's going. Certainly is a wind. It feels like it's coming straight at us.
Well, yeah, we're up in this elevated position in our executive suite, so we're gonna notice the wind.
Yeah, that's true.
There's also a State League 1 game on tonight in South Australia. West Torrens and Fulham.
Yeah, kicking off at 8:15.
Yeah,
tonight.
So they're currently 0-0. Metro Stars have gone 2-1 up against Adelaide City.
Ooh. Wow.
After Adelaide City's early strike, going to 1-0 lead. Metro Stars have equalised now 2-1 up as South Adelaide come away here in the break. Rideout to Rideout. Rideout shoots and Rideout scores!
He doesn't really.
And it's an equaliser. It's 1-1, and it's been coming. And for me, that was on the cards.
Yeah. He doesn't need a lot of opportunities. If he gets one, that's what happens.
Nice finish, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Low into the far post. Tremonton well
switch
beaten.
off defensively there. As soon as Alex got that ball out wide there, and JJ made that run through the middle.
Yeah. Tyrese Conway gives the visiting fans a little smile.
Yeah.
So what are we, 15 minutes in?
Yeah. Makes for an interesting final 30 minutes.
Yeah. It sets it up nicely. Because I think if it had gone the other way and there'd be a 2-goal advantage, it would be difficult to see the other team coming back. It's such a tight contest. If one team gets ahead by 2 goals, it would be difficult to see them coming back. Here's Rideout again in the box. He's exciting to watch.
When he gets some wind in his sails, they need to be very careful at the back now.
Bonamana had the better of him there, but yeah.
Olympic. You can win this. Way better than this.
Bonamana was the victim there, but he's picked himself back up. Olympic take the throw. It's Luic with the ball now. He'll look up to get this ball across. That's a nice cross, but maybe just a bit too deep, too near the keeper. Easily taken by Lewis Moss. And he rolls it out as South Adelaide look to build on the far side.
Mason Cahill definitely out of first gear there with that run down the line.
Aye. He was off like a Ferrari, wasn't he? South Adelaide looking good here, building up on the right-hand side. Rideout with his right-footed cross, but it's blocked. Marco, I think, was the player that got his foot into the block there, and it goes out for a corner on the far side. Taken short. Cahill with a shot come cross. I'm not sure what it was.
I think when you make the decision to go with a short corner, you really got to hope that that delivery is going to be spot on.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Otherwise, you might as well just swing it in yourself.
Yeah.
But they go again.
They're all congregating in the far side. It's like a wee gang, isn't it?
Yeah. And of course, the dynamic changes for both coaches again now in regards to what do they want to get out of this next 25 minutes.
Yeah.
Of course, the objective at the start of the game, the 3 points. Who goes to the bench first?
Well, that's it, yeah.
I do feel, you mentioned this earlier, I do feel probably at this stage of this
Shot from right out, but it's held straight to the
game,
keeper, yeah.
I would think most likely Olympic would probably be the ones that are going to need to make a change here. I don't see anything too much wrong with what's happening with Panthers at the moment. Panthers can get a second goal, of course, and they'll maybe change things up a bit.
It's just so tightly poised right now, isn't it? I mean, I don't think... I'm not a coach. I've tried it once, so I wasn't very good at it. But I don't know, I'd be inclined just to stay, as you say, and watch the next 10 minutes and see how they unfold.
Yeah.
South Adelaide coming up on the right-hand side again, but it's, yeah, Peter's out. Yeah, but as a coach, I think I'd be reluctant to make any changes at this point in time, and yet we're probably at that point in the match where you would start to consider a change. But it's just too tightly poised, isn't it?
Yeah, it is. But given the shift from, you know, Olympic being 1-0 up for bulk part of the game, for them to get some ascendancy and try to get back on top, I think they're the team that's probably most likely looking to need to make the change. Whether that's to nullify Panthers' attack or whether it's to try to give something different going forward. It'll be a test for both coaches over the next 20 minutes.
Kobayashi with the ball now as Panthers seek to move forward on the left-hand side. Finds JJ Rideout. Will he use his left or will he check into his right? Uses his outside of his right. Who thought that was a thing? Him and Luka Modric, eh?
Yeah, probably just afforded him a little bit too much space there. I think showing him a little bit too much respect in that space. I would not be letting JJ running into the box from any position.
Here come Olympic again. Oh, that's a poor pass.
Some of the supporters not overly happy about that.
No, a little bit disgruntled. That was a poor pass. But,
yeah. Got to be a little bit better at this stage of the game. A little bit more accountable in possession. Especially on the cusp of your attacking third, hoping to create something and give the ball away under no pressure. That's a decent ball by Jai.
Good cross, yeah. Abedi, the goal scorer, crowded out by South Adelaide Panthers, attacking in a pack. Is it a pack of Panthers?
Don't know. Haven't seen any Panthers recently. I mean, you know, other than the players themselves, but
I'll have to look up the collective now and use it before the game is up. Panthers coming up on the far right again now as the attack again. This is end-to-end stuff.
Oh, he's offside, I'm sure.
You would have thought so.
Yeah.
Is that Pollock? He hit it nicely.
Yeah.
Kabedi with the ball there, but it's another wasted opportunity as they come up.
They just look like they're lacking a little bit of ideas, or
just that final third.
Yeah, that final third. It's just coming up a bit short for them at the moment. If they want to win the game, they're going to have to be a little bit better in that space.
Olympic win it back again. Oh, that was bad. No attempt for the ball, clearly went for the player. He's apologised, he knows it was wrong, but that was Kobayashi.
So plenty of activity happening with the substitutes, but who will we see make their way, and who will have the biggest impact when they come on?
That's it. And I can tell you the collective noun for a group of Panthers.
Oh yeah, here we go.
Is a claw.
Is that right?
Aye.
I would never have known.
So the next time you see a group of Panthers players closing someone down, you can describe it as a claw of Panthers.
Claw. Sounds good. I like it.
Stick with me, you learn stuff.
Yeah, exactly. I might use that tomorrow.
Yeah. So a little break in play here. I mean, this game's been fairly evenly balanced, hasn't it? I mean, for me, I would stick with my earlier assessment that that I think South Adelaide have maybe been marginally the better, but it's very, very even, and otherwise in this half. Substitutions just been made actually, so
Yeah.
Kobayashi, who just committed that foul and collected that booking, has left us and has been replaced by, can't see the number I'm afraid. We'll get that substitution detail in a wee minute.
Is it Connor Higgins? Right. Wesley Wheatra.
Yeah, Wesley Wheatra by the looks of it. So substitution on the 65th minute. Kobayashi off. Be interesting to see if Wheatra fills that exact same spot, that number 6. His first
involvement to give away a free kick.
To give away a free kick at the edge of the box.
Dangerous spot too.
Check. So it'll be interesting to see if Wheatra just fills in that number 6 role that Kobayashi was playing, or if there'll be a change, if it's just a straight swap.
He's a hard player to replace like for like, to be honest. I would have thought, if anything, maybe Dan Evans might drop a little bit deeper into that 6 role, but it's almost, to me, almost a little bit more of a defensive type of substitution than attacking. Whether there's more to it, maybe Kobayashi is maybe got a niggle or two, I don't know.
Well, maybe the decision was always Kobayashi that just coincides with his booking, but I thought he'd had quite a good game up until that point. You know, he'd worked hard, he'd put himself about, so...
he had been injured earlier on in the season, an injury or two, or some type of niggle that prevented him from playing.
Yeah.
So whether or not he's not back to full fitness, don't know. Either way, had a solid performance from him tonight.
So an interesting spot to have a free kick. Good enough distance to be able to get dip. You know, it's not too close that's not an option, so the option might be to go over the top.
He was hitting the ball quite decent early on too, so it'll be interesting to see what happens here.
Soriani with a free kick. It's on target, but it's straight at the keeper, and it's easily taken by Lewis Moss, who feeds the ball out now. South Adelaide seek to counter with Tyrese Conroy.
I actually fancied Polly to have a crack with that free kick, to be honest. Looked more suited to the left footer there.
Yeah, it did. I actually assumed that he would, but obviously not.
And here, Olympic going to the bench. Double substitution.
Commentator's nightmare. So that's the goal scorer, Kabedi, leaving us.
He did look a bit gingerly after that last tackle.
Yeah.
Did seem to lack a little bit of change of pace in that final third as well in this second half.
The other player to leave is in the double substitution is Toyd Sarkani. So he's gone off too. It's a double substitution as soon as I work out who has come on.
T-Boy Kamara is one of them. It looks like he's going straight up the top. Benavido, is it?
The two substitutions that have come on are Mamadi Kamara and T-Boy Kamara.
Huh.
The two Kamaras. So, bit of a change then from Olympic, more so than South Adelaide in their change. It'll be interesting to see how these guys line up as they've come onto the park. Looks like Kamara's up front.
Yeah.
Kamara's and T-Boy. And Mamadi maybe just a little bit deeper, playing behind the strikers, maybe in a false 9 or something. Maybe just a deep or an attacking midfielder. We'll work it out as the game progresses. South Adelaide now win the ball back, look to try and get something out of this attack. Pollock, right out, combining. Comes back to Witra, and eventually is fed out wide. JJ right out, turns and shoots. Well,
again, they got out of jail there. They're quite fortunate because you can't be affording him that sort of space around the box.
Yeah. Just gone half-time at the State League 1 game between West Torrens and Fulham, and it's 0-0 there. Still 2-1 for Metro Stars at Adelaide City. And if you've just joined us here, it's 1-1. First half goal for Adelaide Olympic from Binyam Kebede. And then an equaliser 10 minutes, 15 minutes into the second half from Jonathan Rideout, who's got the ball now on the far side and trying to build. And has won the corner.
Certainly this second half, I think Panthers have looked the most likely to get something out of this game.
I'd agree. Marginally, for me, marginally better.
Yeah.
Finely balanced, but they're marginally better. Corner comes in, it's a left-footed in-swinger to the back post.
Did well to make contact, but just a little bit off balance.
Yeah, he got it well, but yeah, just a little bit off balance. Tyrese Conway, one of the shortest guys out there, who jumps the highest. Tremonton with the goal kick now for Olympic. Ball gets up, highest, and wins it for South. But the ball breaks to Olympic. Conway with Luich all over him, but he managed to retain possession. South Adelaide looking to try and build. They play it back.
Bonamana's struggled a little bit in this second half, I feel, to have an impact. He's heavily involved in the first half, but
I'd agree with that.
He's lacked a little bit of change of pace in this second
Pollock
half.
with the cross, but it's poor. But yeah, I'd agree with you. Sorry to interrupt.
Yeah,
you.
no, all good. No, no problem. That's fine. No, look, yeah, even his movement doesn't seem as natural, as fluent as what it was in the first half.
Luich with a throw in for Olympic. Goes down the line. Headed on by Arbus. T-Boy Kamara.
It's an interesting decision.
Crowded out. It's packed in that little area, wasn't it?
Sure
Olympic, Olympic emerged with it.
Heavy touch.
Torriani with the ball now. Finds Arbus. Abonamana for Adelaide Olympic. Nice ball out to the far side.
Interesting choice of pass.
I think some nice football for the last minute or two.
Yeah.
Olympic holding on to the ball well. Linking up well. Here's Kamara. Makes his way into the box. Mahamadi Kamara. His cross is well intercepted comfortably by Parker. Ball goes out. It's a South Adelaide throw.
Disappointing.
Another substitution to be made here, this time for South Adelaide. Looks like Donovan Pollock is making his way off. So it's a throw in now for South Adelaide. So that substitution that was made there, Harry Thanhauser is the player who's come on for Donovan Pollock. So another change for South Adelaide. Moving into the latter stages now, I'd say.
Yeah.
Cross comes in.
Oh, dangerous.
Oh.
Mason Cahill got good delivery on that one.
Did, yeah.
7 minutes to go, according to me. That's not including any injury time that may be added. We had a couple of little niggles throughout.
Yep.
May add on a minute or two.
Actually, there was a couple of injuries this half, yeah. Remember in the World Cup, every game was 6 minutes injured.
Oh, gee.
Nobody could understand why.
Yeah.
Tremonti with the kick now. An Olympic come away with it. James Pauley on the far side, but again, possession just swapping really quickly.
Yeah. Torres Conway looks like he might have come off a little bit worse off with that challenge with the keeper before.
Yeah, he does. He looks quite uncomfortable, doesn't he?
Let's see what happens. Well, that looked like it was offside to me, and it was. He drifted offside, then I thought he did enough to get back onside just before it was kicked, but...
Yeah, linesman had the flag up pretty early, I think, yeah. Yeah, Tyrese Conway doesn't look very good on this side for South Adelaide after his clash with the goalkeeper, Gianni Tremonti.
Making some signs to the bench, maybe indicating he might need to...
Yeah, they're preparing to make the change.
Yeah.
He's gone.
That's all the changes that South Adelaide can make now. They've made their 3 changes.
Yeah.
Or 3 substitutions, should I say.
So Connor Higgins is the player who's come on for young Tyrese Conway.
Yeah. Oh, Adelaide City Metro 2-2. Don't know if we've given that update yet.
No. There can't be long left in that. They kicked off at the same time as this one.
87th minute equaliser for Adelaide City.
I would imagine most of the viewers are tuned into this, though.
Of course they would be. And if they weren't, they've since changed over.
Yeah.
When they saw how popular it was on YouTube. Over 100 viewers at one stage. Surely, and counting.
Gianni Tremonton with the goal kick for Olympic. We have 5 minutes of regular time to go. Ooh, there will be some injury time, but Olympic, no, they managed to maintain possession. RB Molas with the ball now. Forced back though. Tannhauser on his
he's
back.
done well there.
Done well, yeah. Luic with the ball now. Risto Luic finds Kamara. Kamara with a little chip into the middle, but it's dealt with by Parker. Or is it? Ooh.
That was an interesting header.
And here comes
the
South
advantage
Adelaide.
of South Adelaide.
4v4. Ooh. And it's Marco who makes sure that the ball is cleared and the danger gotten rid of at the back there.
He hasn't been as close to JJ in this second half, but he was certainly there as the second defender to sweep up.
But I might be wrong here, but JJ for me has played more on the left in this half.
Yeah.
And Marco's on the right. Well, Marco's on his left,
Yeah.
our right. So they've maybe, I think JJ's maybe played more on this side this half.
Trying to get away from him.
Yeah. Cross comes into the middle, but it's cleared again by Olympic. Toriani with the ball now.
Did well there.
Arbas,
Well done, that's a nice
lovely
ball
first
too.
touch.
Wow.
Bonamana with the ball. He's through to the middle.
I'm not sure how the shot was the right outcome, but certainly the ball across to T-Boy Kamara could have been a bit better.
I think he had the right idea.
It was definitely the right idea, I think.
Yeah. Yeah, that was maybe a bit of a missed opportunity.
Definitely.
Exciting as they came forward, but that final ball wasn't quite there.
Yeah, when you make that decision not to shoot in that situation, you've got to be spot on with the pass.
Very physical game now. A little bit tense out there too. There's Toriani with the ball into the middle. Kamara with his back to goal. Feeds it to Polly who shoots. And it's a goal on the edge of the box with about 5 minutes to go. And that could be it. Lovely feedback from Kamara. And Polly's taking full advantage of the opportunity.
Great finish.
Captain's job. Oh, feels a wee bit unjust, that, doesn't it?
Yeah, I'd have to say.
But
I mean, the last 5 or so minutes they've looked dangerous. But to me, that didn't look like that was coming. That they just lacked a little bit in that final space. But you couldn't ask for a better finish under those circumstances.
That was a lovely finish.
As you said, a captain's goal. Well and truly stood up there and a great finish. They just need to keep it tight for this next 5 or so minutes.
South look like they're lining up with 5 in attack now. 3 at the back.
All to play for, nothing to lose. Go for it.
Charge forward, nothing to lose. Bottom of the table, 2-1 down against one of your closest rivals. Now, well done Olympic for getting that, with 5 minutes to go. But I'd be disappointed. I'd be really hurting if I was a South Adelaide fan.
It's typical of when you're down the bottom. These things happen, and it's no fault of the coaches, no fault of the players. It's just, that rub of the green that they talk about sometimes, and whether the football gods are on your side and little things.
Yep.
If you can get the ascendancy and get it on the other side, good luck to you. I've never had it, unfortunately.
Looks like we have another change coming up here, an Olympic substitution.
Oh, that's a big decision to make. He's had a solid performance tonight.
Yep, so that's Rasko Luch that's making his way off, the right back. And I'd agree with you, I think he's done pretty well tonight.
Oh, something going down. I feels he's taking too much time, but he was
taking a wee while to get off, yeah. Just a little bit of gamesmanship here as
tension kicking in with as they wind down the clock. The result, as it is, would have Olympic 6 points clear of Panthers, 4 points clear of that dangerous relegation zone, which no one likes to be in.
So the substitute that's come on for Luich is Vinko Stanisic. He's come on with about 2 minutes to go.
With one job to do.
Ooh, is that your car or mine?
No, thankfully not mine.
Olympic have really taken the pace out of this game now since the goal.
Yeah, and it's final whistle at Adelaide City Park, 2-2, Metro Stars.
Good result for Adelaide City, really. If they'd gone into that game at the start, knowing they were going to get a draw, I think they would have taken it, wouldn't they?
Yeah, I think under the circumstances.
And you might argue dropped points. Metro Stars were looking at as dropped points.
Interesting decision.
That's just one for time, isn't it?
Yeah.
I was going to try and take this throw. Wall with the throw. He's taking about 20 yards, but play on.
Every inch counts at the moment. T-Boy, nice opening
Kamara
there.
away. He has Hababonamana.
If he plays that, that's a decent ball.
has a shot, has a chance for a shot and goal. Takes it.
Oh my goodness!
And misses.
Wow. Oh, someone saved it because it's a corner, so it must have taken the deflection, I guess.
Even so.
Yeah.
You want to be scoring from there, Tony.
That was nail in the coffin moment for Adelaide Olympic. And T-Boy Kamara did really well there.
T-Boy Kamara has been good since he's come on.
He's been very good
he's
since
one
he's
of these
come on.
players. He hasn't had a great season. He's spent a lot of time on the bench or coming off the bench, and he's looked good tonight since he's come on.
He's one of those players. I'm not sure if he, health-wise, whether he's got it in him for a solid 90 minutes. You know, he's probably, if he knows himself, he has the ability right now to be that impact player, and he's done that tonight.
It's interesting there, Olympic had the corner and they didn't have any players in the box.
Trying to wind down the clock again a little bit just in the corner.
Yeah, absolutely. So
probably do the same thing right now, I'd imagine.
It's the same with the following throw, and there's not a single Olympic player in the box.
Getting close to the last roll of the dice moments now.
Yeah, absolutely, yeah. Minutes to go.
Oh. Nice to get excited. It's may have to hold off a little bit longer on that. And depending on the outcome of this free kick. Oh, gee. Oh, I thought he was talking to the ref.
So the
telling his defence to. I think that's a really interesting decision to make, to be honest, to push your defensive line up so far.
Yeah.
I probably would have been more inclined to sit a little bit deeper, knowing where this ball's going.
There's not really a target area either, because they're spread right out across the back line that stretches the length of the park. But Moss's free kick comes in. Olympic try to head it back out.
Oof, wow.
It fell to Daniel Evans, but his shot was blocked. South Adelaide now really just have
a
moments
little bit
left to try and get
unorganised
something out of
Olympic
this.
at the moment. You think with literally minutes less than to go, you just want to be making sure everyone's marked up in that box. No loose players.
Yeah.
Don't let the ball bounce. Just get anything on it. Get it out of that dangerous area. +90 minutes.
Yeah, the last few moments now.
Oh, getting there.
Every time he blows
Yeah.
it, you think it's gone.
And Tremonton, credit to him. If that's where he's aiming, he's hit that spot 9 times out of 10 in the second half.
Yeah, a win here for Olympics going to give them a little bit of breathing space, isn't it? Although Adelaide City did pick a point up. It's going to make it difficult for South Adelaide now as we finish round 10.
Oh, gee,
come on,
swing and a
with
miss.
chance. Yeah. It's going to make it difficult for South Adelaide if they don't get anything out of this. Here's perhaps their last chance. Come forward with Jai Conroy in the far left. He's nudged off the ball by Arbus. And there it is, the final whistle. A huge win for Adelaide Olympic, 2-1, and a result that really will hurt South Adelaide. You can see the body language there, the heads down, hips on shoulders. They know it's a chance that's gone.
Yeah.
And how do they bounce back from this?
Every week's a challenge. When you're on the bottom of this ladder, you know, it's week in, week out, backs up against the wall, challenge. But you know, they bounce back again next week. I think the performance again was reflective of better than the outcome. But
Absolutely.
unfortunately, it doesn't put points in the bank, does it? And that's what they need right now.
That's exactly it. It's all about how many times you put the ball in the back of the net. Look, for me, I think South Adelaide were probably marginally the better over the piece.
In the second half in particular, I felt, yeah.
Yeah, but at the end of the day, Adelaide Olympic have taken their chances, and that's what counts. So, any final comments from you, Dale, before we head in?
No, not too much for me, no.
Head into the warmth?
No, maybe we'll get to do this again. I think I'll have a sleep on it, and if a second date's a possibility, then we'll see what we can do.
Well, I'd like to see you again. All right, well, it's good. It's good night from us here down at O'Sullivan Beach, where the game is finished 2-1 in Adelaide Olympics' favour. And we'll catch you around the traps. See you around next time.
Not a problem. See you guys.
Cheers.
Bye.